Deception Island is called Deception Island because it's deceptive. It's one of these geological oddities where it can be rougher inside the island than outside the island in a storm. It's got a tricky narrow entrance as well, and as a result, this island has seen quite a number of shipwrecks. Our German captain, Captain Peter, explains.
So far in the older days when the fishermen, the whalers came in bad weather conditions, it was quite a very dangerous passage.
Right, so he's still going to navigate it?
Yep.
Pretty good, pretty impressive captain. Here's some rich person with an iPhone. I couldn't afford anything like that.
Quite sad, really.
Yeah, quite sad, really.
We're going to sail through that hole just there. Some Asian person doing a lot of filming here, constantly filming.
Here's some rich person with an iPhone. I couldn't afford anything like that.
Sad, really.
Yeah, quite sad, really.
Lots of people on deck today at Deception Island. Quite tricky to navigate. That's why we all need to watch. That's where we've come from. Penguin's doing a porpoise jump. Porpoising, they call it. Heaps of them in here this morning.
The island's narrow entrance is the same entrance that the penguins use to get into the island. Therefore, as we went through the entrance to the island, hundreds of penguins had to get out of our way. And this of course resulted in a flurry of activity from all the photographers on board.
There's a big rock in the middle of this opening. You can't see it because it's in the middle of under the water. They'll do the polar plunge. Looks like we're safely in. That's the channel we've just come through, the opening in the volcano. Quite narrow and dangerous. We're inside the volcano now. water's also been heaving with penguins this morning. Porpoising, you know, they jump out of the water like a little porpoise or dolphin. And I think they're all clearing out of the road of the ship.
Now, he's got a very long nose.
Is it? Oh yeah, look at that one. It's unusual.
That penguin there's got a very long nose.
I think this is the remains of a research station that we've seen on some YouTube clips. It was destroyed in an earthquake. That's where everyone does the polar plunge. It's about -2 this morning. Cold.
Clearly the Antarctic shags didn't think it was too cold for a swim. As we were to see later, there are tons of krill or shrimps in the crater, and the penguins and the shags were having a good old feed. There happened to be a British naval ship in the harbour, and as part of the Antarctic Treaty, they patrolled the area and later boarded our ship to check treaty compliance. Well, this is the day I've been waiting for the last...
All your life.
all my life. Yep. Now either I can enter the Mr. Punyverse competition or the person with the fattest pot belly. Okay, so...
So what are you actually going to do? You haven't told us what you're actually going to do that you've been waiting so long for.
That's right, yes. This is the moment I've been waiting for. A swim in the Antarctic.
Must be mad.
I know. Waited all my life for this. So now on
More money than sense.
Yep, that's right. Might as well enter the Mr. Punyverse competition or the pot belly competition, I think. So now we stick all the layers of clothing on to get over there, only to take them off again. So here goes. Got this.
Watch your arm.
Oh yeah, watch my arm.
Arm is not good today. Too much computer.
That's right. Amazing, eh? You know, you go away to the Antarctic, get away from computers, and you spend all day on a computer. Wreck your arm. This. I'm going to get all his gear off again at the other end. Okay, now this. That's that. Now this.
Now don't you need your, what's the name first? Your boots.
No.
Doesn't that go over the top of the boots?
These go on top of the boots.
Yeah. So don't you need the boots on first then? You're going to pull them up.
No. I do know how to dress, you know.
I'm just wondering.
I am... How old am I?
62.
How many?
62, close.
Goodness me, that old.
As good as.
Oh yeah, that's right. Go over there and jump into the icy cold waters, have a heart attack. You won't have to worry about me after that.
Then they'll have 2 people to get home for.
Yeah.
One person on the boat is not injured themselves, they haven't said that, but very anxious about a diagnosis that they can't fix on the boat. So we're heading off this afternoon a bit early.
Now this.
This coat weighs 2.5 kilos. One of the other passengers told us they weighed their coat. It's 2.5 kilos.
Now
Quite
this.
heavy.
This is not an indication of how I like to dress, but an indication of how cold it is out there. That.
It's cold on the Zodiac because you cold wind from buzzing along.
Then this.
Don't forget your life jacket.
Then this.
It's a boarding call to go to the Zodiacs to go to Deception Island.
Now this is where the intelligence test comes in. But we probably won't pass because only people of low intelligence are going to do this polar plunge. I'll probably need a hand here, eh?
Yeah, well,
Just,
what do you want me to do first?
hang on.
I suppose it does illustrate how difficult it is, especially once you've got that coat on to actually move around and do anything. The life jacket has to go under your hat on the coat, so it's tricky too. Okay, you look pretty close.
Pretty close.
And you're ready.
Ready?
Now it's just my turn, but we
Okay.
won't video me. Not nearly as exciting.
Yeah. That's it.
You done?
Ready.
Okay, let's go.
Доброе утро. Доброе утро.
Доброе утро. Доброе утро.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Dobre is good.
Thank you.
Vladimir, dobre is good. Yeah, and utra is morning.
Morning.
And then you carry on.
Yeah, 1 year 5 minutes.
Yes.
Oh,
With all the staff on board.
yeah, sure.
The red boat looks good.
And I will double the salary.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. Stephen, I have said he would pay twice as much as used. Well, you've got not
This is why the
It was a warm 1.9 degrees by the time we commenced our Zodiac cruise in and around Deception Island. Deception Island is one of the most incredible islands on the planet. There is no other place like it. It's an active volcano and its unique landscape comprises barren volcanic slopes, steaming beaches and ash-layered glaciers. It's the only place in the world where ships can sail directly into the centre of a restless volcano.
who is swimming today?
Astonishingly, 1/3 of the 12 people in our Zodiac said, "I am." And I thought I was the only crazy person around.
Yeah, he told me about the rocks. Do you see the big one? But second one in the water. And this one makes sense.
Oh, was that the gap boat?
I think yes.
There was a gap boat, yeah.
sound of a water skiing.
Deception Island's unique geology was formed when a huge eruption blew away the side of the volcano and allowed seawater to flood into the central crater. Can you imagine what that must have been like when it happened, more than 10,000 years ago? The island is 15 kilometres in diameter and its highest point is 539 metres at Mount Pond. 57% of the island is covered by permanent glaciers and there are several lakes, one of which is a geothermal lagoon, the only one in Antarctica.
Yeah, but it's Shetland.
A few minutes later and we were into the bird watching. There were heaps of krill or shrimps at the spot and both the Antarctic shag and the chinstrap penguin were dining a la carte. Deception Island supports the breeding of 9 species of bird, which includes the world's largest colony of chinstrap penguins, estimated to be over 100,000 breeding pairs. About every 10 minutes, the Zodiac pressure relief valve that I was sitting on blew off.
It's done the
Not
game.
again. I'm not that nervous.
What did you eat this morning?
Yeah, exactly. I think it was the raw sweet and sour penguin that I had for breakfast.
Did you see the grill?
Yeah. What do you got under your hat? What do you got under your hat? Just
Deception Island has a sparse but exceptional flora, including at least 18 species of moss or lichen which have not been recorded elsewhere in the Antarctic, 2 of which are endemic. No other area in Antarctica is comparable. Of particular importance are the unique plant communities that grow at the island's geothermal areas and the largest known community of Antarctic pearlwort, or Colobanthus quitensis. 11 subsites of botanical importance have been proposed as the Antarctic Specially Protected Area number 140. We then cruised past an old shipwreck which was next to a colony of chinstrap penguins.
really interesting.
A few minutes more and we came across another group of chinstrap penguins. Just prior to disembarking on shore, we came across a weather seal.
It's okay. These are widow seals.
How you got weddle? Weddle?
Widow, yeah.
Weddle.
Okay, time
Looks
to
like
go
me.
in.
Have to sit down now.